So today we are going to make a monostable circuit. For that, this is the circuit diagram, and in this, ground is connected to ground, power supply will give it to it. Then reset is doing nothing here, it's just connected to supply. And then control here too is doing nothing, it's just going through a capacitor to the ground. And then here 7 and 6 discharge and threshold are connected together to the power supply through a resistor, and they are connected to the ground through a capacitor, and the output is 3. So let's get started. Trigger is connected to the power supply through a resistor, and this is connected to ground, the negative terminal, through a switch. So the things needed are a 33 kilo ohms resistor, a 470 microfarad capacitor, a 330 ohms resistor, a 560 ohms resistor, 0.01 microfarad capacitor, which is 103, and then last but not the least, we need a 5 millimeters long LED. So this is my breadboard. Here I'll connect the positive supply, and here the negative power supply. And I have connected these two parts because they are not connected. And even these two rails, power rails, so that sometimes I get confused and keep in the wrong power rail my supply and wonder why my circuit's not working. And I don't want to do this. So I've connected the power rails together. Now, first we'll need our 555. So this is pin 1. It's going inside now. Next, we'll connect the power supply VCC to positive terminal of the battery, and the ground to the negative terminal. Next, we'll take a trigger to an external point. Next, output. This will make our LEDs go in monostable mode. So I'll keep this here for a while. Next, control. So control's doing nothing here. So we'll connect it to a capacitor. I have a 0.1 microfarad capacitor, nanofarad, sorry. So this is the capacitor. We'll connect it to the negative power supply. Yeah, that's done. And then next, the sixth terminal, which is sixth pin, is threshold. Threshold will be connected to discharge, so I'll take a smaller one. These are so cute, by the way. Wait, fifth one is control, right? So, oops. So this thing was control. Fourth one is reset, which will be connected to the VCC, and then discharge, and the sixth this green wire is connecting discharge, and the sixth one, which was that, yeah, threshold. So next we need a resistor. I'm taking a 33 kilo ohms resistor, which is triple orange, and one tolerance line, which can be gold, silver. So I'll connect from VCC to discharge. Next I need um, a, a capacitor, as we have seen here. We need a capacitor to the ground. So the positive terminal here and negative to external point. So this part will be done again. So the fourth one, which was reset, will go to the VCC 8 pin, and then the orange wire, which is here the control, from the control to the capacitor to the negative power supply, and the capacitor here is 0.01 nanofarad, which will be written on the capacitor by 103. So next is the output. The output here is this wire will go to the positive terminal of the LED. A negative terminal will be connected to the negative power supply through a resistor and a jumper wire. Done. For the trigger part, as you have seen this thing, the second pin, the green wire, I have taken it to an external point. Now we'll take the power supply and give it to this trigger through a resistor so that the circuit does not short circuit. And this is a 330 ohms resistor. And then from this resistor to another external point, here actually you can make a switch. I don't have a switch, a push button switch, so I'm using you'll see in a minute. So then this point, and then when we touch these two, the circuit will complete, and if I don't touch them, the circuit will be incomplete. So this is what I'm doing for the switch part. I don't have a push button switch right now. Now we have come to the last part, which is connecting it to the power supply. Let's focus the camera. And the power supply here is a 9-volt battery. So let me connect it real fast. Positive, negative, and for 9-volt battery, yeah. And if you want to increase the timing of your monostable mode, you can do this by increasing the capacitance or the resistance. So I'll recommend you to start with high capacitance and high resistance. Like this is a 470 nanofarad capacitor, and this is 33 kilo ohms. So let me connect it real fast. Yeah, so if I connect this to the positive and this to the negative, the bulb will not glow. But if I just touch it for a little while, it will start glowing. If you have a push button, this will be better, because if you give the power supply too long, this thing will start discharging too. So as you can see, this is in monostable mode, and it will light up for quite a while because I have 470 nanofarads capacitor there and 33 kilo ohms resistor. So if you want to decrease the timing, just change this resistor and you're good to go. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.